Hello, it's Sammy here for the Stamina Cell YouTube channel. I'm here with Big Ads, Bilal Ali, the chosen one, and CUTMAN Cam. First of all, how are you?
All good, Sammy. Thank you. All good.
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Hey, come in. What's your arms? Get me.
So obviously you've had your fight, and I've spoken to you since. And there's a new person on the channel. You know, people haven't seen Cam before. So before I go further, would you like to introduce yourself to the channel?
Thank you,
Cam
Sammy.
just got married.
Can't hide that, can we?
No links.
Thank you, Ade. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Cameron Hussein. I've been with the team for now coming up to about a year and a couple of months. I was introduced by Tunde Ajayi, and it's just a great honour to be a part of the team. It's a massive step for myself, and all praise to Tunde Ajayi for giving me the opportunity and taking a risk also to come into Stamina for Sale. It's a lot to ask, and I'm truly grateful.
Yeah. So you talk about what were you doing before you got into Stamina for Sale?
Before, I was just hand wrapping naturally, just learning and trying to perfect my own art, just to get into swing of things and understand the game more, understand the protection of the fighter's hands, and I was heavily involved in that before I came into boxing. So I thought I'll concentrate on that, and then hopefully just follow on from there. And then basically contacted Tunde, asked him, look, it would be really lovely to pop down, see what you guys do, understand the sport more, understand the influence that you have on the boxers, and just to learn. And I was just truly grateful that he gave me the opportunity.
And then moving on to Bilal, we've spoken since the last fight. Now looking back on it, how do you feel?
Same old, just working. I watched the fight a couple of times, and I was happy with it, but I'm never satisfied. So we always keep on working, and that's what we've been doing. So.
And obviously you've been, I assume you've been training the same since, just training harder and harder.
Yeah, just consistency. That's what it's about, and that's what we've been doing. Every day we're here at the gym, working and working. We're working on different things, it's getting better and better day by day, and that's what it's all about.
And Ade, obviously you're the trainer of Bilal. Now you looking back on his fight, because I haven't spoken to you since then, how did you feel he performed?
Yeah, Bilal's performance was excellent. I think, like I said in the interview just after the fight in the change room, he performed like he'd had 15, 16 fights. His technique, his position, the way he switched styles from orthodox to southpaw, his punch selection, his balance, it was fantastic. I think a lot of people personally thought it should have been stopped, but he learnt from that as well. Get a few more rounds under the belt, again, to stay focused in the ring, keep your concentration. You know what I mean? Learning his craft. That's the easiest way. Bilal is learning his craft. He's 23 years of age, 2-0. He's still a baby in the industry, growing into a professional boxer, understanding the life, the dedication, the application that has to go with it. So he's doing excellent. He's doing absolutely fantastic. And now it's just about his mind developing into, I am a fully fledged professional now. So, we just need to keep working.
Yeah. And Cam, you've been there since Bilal's debut, obviously. So, seeing the progression from the first fight to the second fight, how did you find it?
See, with Bilal, he's like a sponge. He just absorbs everything. You teach him something and it just stays in there, and that's what's amazing about Bilal. There's something that the stuff that he produces in training is remarkable. I've seen a lot of boxers, amateurs and professional and stuff, and to see him up front close, to see what he produces with Ade, it's remarkable. I just think a lot of people don't understand, the concept of the transition from amateur and professional and what it involves. And we know it's never a joke, when you're training day in, day out. But Bilal, when he steps into that ring, he produces some, crazy hard work. And also that's with Ade as well, because the push that Ade gives, it's not easy. It's not coming in, messing around, it means work. When they step into that ring, it's business, it's work, and then that's it, go home. But it's continuous and continuous growth, developing, understanding, working the mind and the body as one. And that's what they're producing. You see it in their training.
And Bilal, when you looking to get next out, because Tunde and Ade, they put on the social media that the return is imminent and you should be getting out soon. Have you got a date in mind, or are you just looking towards just fighting next, whenever?
Well, like I always say, I always leave that up to Tunde, because he's been in this game for a long time. So certain things that he sees, he likes to take his time with things. And right now I'm just waiting, still working. That's the main thing, to work. You know what I'm saying? So just working with Ade here, Cam. And just waiting for a date. Nothing's confirmed yet, or nothing's announced yet, but like Tunde said, it should be soon, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and for you, Ade, is it the same? You just keep on working. It's not like just looking towards a set date.
Yeah, 100%. The work is everything. You don't learn anything on the night except gaining experience. Everything has to be done in the gym weeks, months, years before. So, every day Bilal trains, every day Anthony trains, every day the whole team trains. We're not training for a specific fight, we're training for the future. We're trying to develop them bit by bit, day by day. And like I said, Cam said it, Bilal is a sponge. He's just literally, he's like a kid just soaking it all up. So with that, there will be a date announced sometime soon. Shortly. There is a date in mind. Captain has got that under control. Big up Tunde Ajayi. He's a mastermind at what he does. Very intricate. Jokes sometimes are a bit wavy, but we work with it. We work with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, and Anthony as well, coming along superb. Every day looking like a champion. And Bilal is seeing this, and he's seeing this happen to someone right in front of him, someone that in his boxing life he's kind of grown up with as a bigger brother, younger brother, and he now sees what can be achieved through hard work, dedication, application, stamina for sale, system 9. So it's bit by bit, it's bit by bit, day by day. There's absolutely no rush, but it's about learning and development.
I moved on to you, Bilal. Talking about Anthony, he's got a fight coming up with not really a date in mind, but it's a rumoured world title fight against YARDE Kovalev. Yeah, as Ade said, you've seen Anthony grow up and seen someone that's almost like a bigger brother, seeing him growing up to be possibly a world champion. How is that for you?
Great experience, because I know he's going to get there. And, me seeing him from the start of his journey, and now, it's actually inspirational, very grateful to have him on the team. Very grateful to, see somebody who's on that level now, that I can learn from, that I can watch daily. After my sessions, when I'm done my work, I'm still working because I'm watching him, and that's work as well. So, even Adi told me, watch him after the sessions, and that's what I do. That's part of the work as well. So, like I said, I'm grateful to have him on the team. I knew him from back in days in the TKO gym that was in Canning Town. That time he was an amateur. That time I was just getting into boxing. So I literally just seen him from day one, and seeing him now, it's amazing. So I'm grateful.
And Cam, to be like almost over a year now being the CUTMAN of this team, to have already a possible world champion in the rank, how is that for you? Or what is it like seeing that?
it's a different stratosphere, isn't it? When you're amongst these fighters, Bilal and Anthony, it's something amazing. It's truly grateful to be around them, and it's an honor to wrap Bilal and Anthony's hands. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of commitment to be made as well, and to be able to hand wrap them and knowing that this amazing fighter Anthony Yarde is going to be something amazing, and the world, they're gonna be very happy. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing time for everyone.
And Ale, you've known Anthony for years, and you've been with him for years. How has it been seeing the progression, as we said, to Bilal and Cam? Because you've seen him from a different point of view.
Anthony has got an immense mental strength. His mental status for a man of his age is immense, and he's had that basically since the day I've known him. But you have to get into the mix with someone to feel their energy, to see how strong they are. Physically, Anthony, he is literally a beast. There's no doubt about that. Not only does he look like that, physically, strength, he is a beast. But his mental strength, this is one of the reasons I tell Bilal constantly, watch him. His control, his temperament, his attitude, he's the guy that youngsters will be talking about. They're talking about him now, but when you really get your accolade, what we've seen with all kinds of superstars, whether that be boxers, footballers, basketball players, American footballers, singers, actors, sometimes you're never given the credit you deserve until you've left the sport, which is going to be many years for Anthony. But people then will say he was something special. And his attitude when he's training, date, no date, consistently, Monday to Saturday, back through, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. And that's how he's developed. That's literally how he's developed. And with that, you have to look at someone like Tunde Ajayi, because this man's mind in boxing, he's way ahead of it. Tunde Ajayi is ahead of his time. Captain is way ahead of his time when it comes to boxing. Some of the stuff that he sees, he can look at a fighter for literally 10 minutes and see positives and weaknesses. But one of the biggest strengths, and which I've told him, is he's got a magic eye. He literally has a magic eye. He can see something in someone that they don't see in themselves. He saw it in Bilal, he saw it in me, he saw it in Cam, he saw it in Anthony, and he saw it in the other fighters that he's had before. He sees it in Stamina for Self. 4 or 5 years ago, if you weren't in this gym, you would have known who Stamina for Self was. Wearing some cracked out dead t-shirts. Now we're international. Everyone knows us. Many hits on YouTube, many people following, the energy, the movement, and that's all come from Tunde Ajayi's mind. That's all come from his mind, his stance. He believes in himself. He believes in all of us. He believes in what he's doing. And someone like that, you have to latch onto. You have to latch onto. So we give him, credit because credit is due to him. He's a marvelous individual. His brain, the way he thinks. So the way he's developed Anthony, developing Bilal, myself, Cam, Doris, Charlie, the whole team, even yourself, he's got it on lock. There's no doubt about that.
And sticking with you, what is your prediction for the fight against Anthony and Sergey Kovalev?
Yeah, so I heard about the fight yesterday. Like, whoa, okay. I said, how are we getting there? The captain said that maybe we've got to train, and he was suggesting bus. I was like, boy, you get me? Man them. So, no, seriously. To be honest, and look, I'm training with Anthony every day. I know what he can do. I know the abilities he got. Me personally, and this is an honest prediction, me personally, I don't think the public have seen 40% of what Anthony can do. Or at max, sorry, let me say that. I think at max, they've seen 40% of what Anthony can do. Because people have seen the knockouts, 18 wins, 17 knockouts, it's, you know, a lot of people are focused on that. Obviously, knockouts, people want to see them. But people have not properly seen how good a boxer Anthony is. His IQ, his technique, his body position, his feet movement, you know, his ring generalship, you know, and only, like I said, 18 fights. To be honest, and this is no disrespect to Kovalev or his team, I know what they've done in the game, fantastic, you know what I mean, world champions out there. I personally can't see it going past 5 rounds. I can only see a knockout. I can only see a knockout. I see Anthony putting him out 5, okay, maybe 6 rounds, but knockout, you know, and it doesn't matter where it is. Like I said before, it could be in Russia, could be in Germany, America, Emirates, Peacock Gym, York Hall, or outside the Goose and Grey. So, you know what I mean? I'm just looking forward to it. We're all looking forward to it. This is part of the journey. This is part of the journey we chose, we embarked on, you know, and we're happy that, you know, fans are supporting us. Sammy, you know what I mean, Stamina for Sale TV, you know what I mean, giving us this coverage, B1 Money, Killer Cam, you know what I mean, we're looking forward to it, we're looking forward to it.
And Bilal, you know, we've spoken about your relationship with Anthony. What is your prediction for the fight? Because obviously you'll be rooting for your guy.
Knockout.
So you got to say. Cam, is it the same?
No brainer, is it? The whole world knows, you know, Anthony specialises in that. And just touching on what Ade said is, you know, you've only seen a small segment of what Anthony can do and produce. So, you know, it's a KO, always a KO, you know, and yeah, simple as that.
I'm moving on to just some fights that are coming up and just some of your predictions for it. Obviously, at the O2 there'll be for the British heavyweight title, Daniel Dubois against Nathan Gorman. What would be your predictions for that? I'll go to Bilal.
I think it'll be a good fight. You know, it's definitely a good test for both of them. But man, in heavyweight boxing, anything can happen, and you know you see that with the upsets that happened recently. You know, with the Joshuas. But you know, it's boxing at the end of the day. You know, them things happen. But if I was probably to go. You know what? I'm not too sure. You know, it's boxing. So, but all I know is it's gonna be a good fight. Them two are gonna put on a show. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
For Cam, what would your predictions be for that fight?
It's a very difficult one because we're talking about heavyweight boxing. So it's like one punch, lights out. It's simple as that. But you know, everyone's gonna be entertained by the fight, and you know, it's about bringing yourself to the ring and producing what you know, and you know, again, it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a brilliant fight.
And Ade, yourself for the Daniel Dubois and Nathan Gorman bout?
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of Nathan Gorman. Obviously, he's got himself into that position. You know, they're not giving these opportunities away. You have to work your way there. Obviously, Daniel, big puncher. Everyone knows that. Yeah, I'll probably see it going Daniel's way. I don't see probably the fight going the distance. So, you know, good luck to both of them, and you know, all the best. So, yeah, that's about it. But Sammy, now you come over here, Sammy boy. Big ads, Stamina for Sale, arms only. Sammy, we heard that you boxed back in the day. What do you prefer, the jab or the left hook?
Got to be the jab.
Yeah?
It's got to be the jab, yeah.
Why is that, Sammy? Why?
You know, I think I'm more of a defensive fighter, so I'll go for the jab. Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe in the L movement of defense?
Yeah.
Could you show us a demonstration of that, please, Sammy?
I'll leave it to next week.
Hey, Bilal, you know, we've heard, you know, stuff about your Beckton posse and how they've entered the arena in such large numbers. Could you give us a description of how you know these young gentlemen?
Just, you know, childhood friends, you know, great friends great friends I have around me. You know,
have any of them got any history that we should look deeply into it.
No, they're good guys, you know. I just, you know.
putting you out on blast
No,
now.
they're good. They're good guys, man. You know, just just childhood friends I grew up with, and you know, wish them.
Right, I get you. So, are we saying Beckton 101?
Hey, listen to me right now. Yeah. Stamina for sale, Beckton. Yeah, stand up. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Yeah, listen. All I want to say is, every area should get together. Yeah. None of that gang stuff. We don't believe in that no more. It's all about getting together. You know, like they say, put the knives down, put the gloves on, and that's it. You know, all about positive. You know, we don't believe in that no more. You know, it's all about doing positive things, and you know, that's what we're about. So, you know, Beckton's where I'm from, but you know, we don't believe in all that stuff that happens on the roads and all that stuff no more. You know, it's all about moving forward, and that's what we believe in. So, just for send a positive message out there. So.
And yeah, we see you have a T-shirt, positive mental attitude. Fantastic, Sammy. Fantastic. This is Adeola Yinka for Stamina for Sale TV. Lions in the camp, we don't get weak, we get deep. Turn up sharp, blow up. Captain built the ship. Anthony's leading the way. Bilal came next. Cam wraps the hands. Charlie's the future. Darius looks good. I was there from day one. Nick does the paperwork. Frank believing in us. Adidas dress us. BT watches us. Guess what? Stamina for Sale. There's boy Sammy. He does this as well. Lions in the camp. You know what it is.
And I think that's a good way to end. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See ya.